Hello there, this is SD. I hope that you are well. Going for a second run today. If I win, I'll be at 1,000 victories on this profile. We're going with Federation A, which is a not very good ship. It has a burst laser too, which is cool, but you're kind of prone to having it knocked offline early. Let's do this. And you have this stupid artillery beam that sucks. I strongly suggest venting to below 50% oxygen on this ship to minimize the risks of taking one hit in weapons and then losing your ability to hurt the opposition. Here, there. Nothing. Okay, storage cache. That's significantly better than nothing. I'm going to shoot the laser because this might be damage buffered and I can't rely on all of my shots hitting. Thankfully we dodged there when they otherwise would have lined everything up. Okay, it's not damage buffered. Come on, storage cache. Give me a heavy laser 1. Okay. That's not the weapon I asked for, but, you know, it's a weapon on the first fight of the game, so that's pretty good. Go here. Glad I noticed that reasonably early. I should always be checking the exit, and I don't always remember to do that. But yeah, we have to take this weird path, which means we're going to be going up through this nebula. We will investigate the battlefield and find nothing. Good, it's an outpost. Would you stop having combat drones? It's really irritating. Ow. Once again, because this might be damage buffered, I'm taking the heavy laser out instead. I have more control over that. Once again, it isn't damage buffered, but I didn't know that for sure. Artillery's gonna finish them off here. And we have our shields up. So yeah, that's a pretty good start. We've already got a weapon to upgrade onto, albeit not... You know, I wouldn't choose to upgrade onto this if I had another option, but at the moment I don't. I'm not going to upgrade onto it until, you know, later on anyway. But, you know, failing all else, even if we get stores that have no systems, we have that to upgrade onto, I should say. How many jumps do we have to the exit here? Because this is awkward. It looks like 6 non-nebula jumps or thereabouts, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just need to go straight there then. We might be able to fit 2 nebula jumps in, but I don't want to risk that. Okay. This ship can't damage me, so it's time to train. I can't train weapons, but I'll train everything else. Okay. So, you go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. And after this beacon, given that we'll have the NG trained on shields, I can just run the NG to shields from doors in any fight where I don't need doors. If I remember to do it, which, in all honesty, I probably won't most fights. Here we go. You're going here, you're going here, you're going here, you're going there. Is this an outpost or something? I can't remember. Oh well, we'll find out when we win. You're there, you're there, you're there, and you're there. I'm surprised we've been getting evade training before shield training with only 20% evade. I would have expected shields to max first, but it hasn't each time. I could work out mathematically which was the most likely, but honestly it will take less time to just wait and get everything maxed out anyway. Okay, there we did in fact get shields up before evade. It may in part be because I had the human on evade in most of those previous occasions, so. And they obviously get skill faster. Vent back down to below 50%. I undid that temporarily while we were training just because I didn't want people taking suffocation damage while they were running around the ship. That's not going to get to go off anyway. Yeah, very weird sector shape here. And I'm pretty sure I can get another nebula jump in without risking diving, but since I'm not certain, and it's harder for me to be sure of how many jumps I have, like, in advance. Oh god. Well, I'm very glad they did not hack my weapons. Oh god. I cannot let these assholes run away. No, not you. Because if they run away, well, we're gonna have the fleet pursuit doubled, and then we're in big trouble. I think they're going to get away as well. We might manage to get out before them, I suppose. Nope, they're gonna get out before us due to that fucking hack! We'd have charged that up in time if they hadn't hacked our thing. Okay, this is very bad. We're now gonna have to dive in Sector 1. On the positive side, we do have a missile. That's quite useful in a dive because, you know, elite ships have higher level shielding than other kinds of ships, but we won't care that much about their shielding. But yeah, that was a very disastrous dive, and I'm sure without that hack on piloting, we definitely get it charged up in time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we definitely do not have 4 jumps before that. Excellent. We are not surrendering our crew to slavers. Now we can crew kill this slaver. I'm not sure whether we want to, though. Because they're going to warp this mantis back, and I can force the mantis to be the one repairing oxygen. Let's see, who else do you have over there? I'm worried about them deciding to run, so I'm not going to oxygen kill them. I also just want the guaranteed high scrap reward. I probably will need to upgrade my engines before the end of this sector, which, you know, if you watch my channel, I don't usually do that until Sector 4, but I also don't normally have to dive in Sector 1. In order to ensure they don't get away, I will charge the artillery up, let it fire. If they don't get triggered to run away, I'll charge it up and let it fire again. And I will keep my Burst 2 in reserve until I'm either close to getting a kill with it, or... yeah, it's level 2 anyway. I really do not want to be fucking bothered with that. I wouldn't be able to keep the Mantis repairing this anyway, because the first time I shot it again, the Mantis on 3 health would die. Although I suppose from that perspective, they'd then only have 1 crew and they wouldn't be charging the FTL, but I could, like, set a fire and force them to run there, and then they might get out. No. That was the lowest high scrap reward I could have got as well, just to add insult to injury. Now, one thing about being forced into a dive here... no, that's more expensive than a normal reactor at this point. One point about being forced into a dive here is, since I have to dive anyway, I might as well take at least one of these jumps behind the exit. And that can make me some more scrap. Actually do that in case they're hacking my shields. They're not, so we can now switch that off. Are you fucking kidding? I need to go start fixing that in case they missile it again. you might as well fix that. My piloting isn't doing anything until that's repaired. You get over there. I took like 8 damage there because my first volley was trash. And then they missiled my weapons. I really hope there's a store back here. Oh yeah, we also need to take the hacking out. Okay, at least we have a store to go to where we can get some repairs. And we're gonna buy this flak. Gonna repair to there so that I can also do this. That does unfortunately mean we don't have the missiles for the dive, but we should be okay. We'll offer them our help, get a bunch of consumables. Oh, that doesn't join. Oh well. We're just going like this. We're probably going to take a bunch of damage while attempting to flee. Maybe not, they don't have a very good offensive setup. You go there. We're in trouble if they hit our piloting or engines with the ASB, because that will charge up if that happens in all likelihood. Evade training, don't fail me now. Thank you, evade training. You stay in there for a moment so I continue to get the benefit. Easy. We had an easier time getting out of that than we did out of the fight that forced us into this dive in the first place. We do not have protection against the rock live mine, and I'm not too concerned about finding a store here. It would be nice to get one with 80 scraps so I could buy hacking, but I can't rely on that. We're just going to go Mantis. Ideally, by the end of this sector, we can get 80 scrap for hacking and also upgrade onto the flak. That isn't terribly likely, though, because Mantis sectors are not very high scrap in my experience, unless you have long-range scanners. And we're 15 scrap behind where we would normally be, because there's no way I would have normally bought that engine upgrade. It's the Mantis ship collectors, and this is the first jump of the sector. I want to suppress that stupid missile, but we can probably let them escape. Yeah, as long as we can keep the missile offline, we're good. You know, they might never put that fire out. Which may stop me from getting the crew kill here. I want to give them a moment to see if they can put it out. I'm gonna switch to the flak so that we can't set more fires. Okay, good. Now let's turn our offense off entirely. They're gonna waste a bunch of time fixing these things and probably healing to full before they go and finish charging their FTL, but that's fine. They can... I don't know, maybe they are actually gonna just fix shields. Good. After them... I should have taken note of which quest was which. It's fine. I could go back and look on the video if I was really desperate, but I think I can quite easily hit both of those anyway. It's probably the one further away from me. Yeah, we can give away 2 fuel. Yuck! This fight is nasty. Getting shields, I should have done that already. Thank you, Asteroid. You could theoretically fight this as the first ship in a run, which is just disgusting to think about. Like that on Fed A on your first jump. If you take, you know, a combat drone shot into shields on the first volley, you can easily just cascade into, you know, heavy laser into weapons and then you're dead. Okay, there's a store there. Take maybe 2 jumps before the store. I want to make sure I can still get both these quest beacons. I may even just skip the store. Oh yeah, one of them an escort quest? I don't recall. I took an escort quest in this sector, but those 2 are already there. That's in the next sector. I can't remember if I did an escort for the first sector as well. Okay, cool. We can sell that. We will attack this ship. What crew do you have over there? We can crew kill this by forcing the Mantis to fix oxygen. Which, given that we have a store, probably next jump. NG, run away. Looks like that's a level 2 teleporter. Not teleporter, medbay. That is useful information to know. Punch you to being almost dead, but not actually dead. Now we want to wait until that Mantis is healed, so that he is forced to be the one who goes to fix oxygen. I don't know what level this is, so let's fire all 3 laser shots. It's only level 1, very good. So, barring fires, they should die on the 4th laser shot. I do not want to, that hits this, I do not want to, assuming that they all hit without them getting dodges to buy them extra time. I do not want to set fires, even with this only being level 1. Because I think that would cause them both to run to medbay when they finished fixing. The Mantis would get there first due to higher movement speed, and then the NG would go onto the 3rd slot. We might need to hit 5 times here just because of the dodge. I think on this next volley I will actually not cut my shots short, because I have a bit of extra hull to work with. This being a Mantis class ship, they won't run away, so I don't need to worry about that. Otherwise I would be doing the stupid jinky thing with the artillery beam. Definitely getting pink over there. Might actually run out this time. One more will certainly do it. I don't know how much more they recharged in the time where we had that volley that missed. Yep, it does in fact run out this time. I think they'll finish fixing it, but... The fact this is level 2 will actually help me here, because rather than camping in the med bay, they'll actually get back to 100 health and then run to try to fix the oxygen, which they will fail at. Like, if they were smart, they'd send the NG to do it, but they sent the Mantis just because he was the first one to get to 100 hit points. Be a brief delay when this Mantis dies. They'll reassign the NG to try to go fix that, but they now don't have enough health. Especially not if I do that. Okay, that's not really what I wanted there. I will, however, save my NG and shield since he has shield training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, in order to get both those quests, I need to go to the store now, which is annoying because I can't currently afford hacking. I was hoping that I would get a high reward there so that I could sell combat drone for hacking, but I got the 1 in 9 low scrap plus crew reward, which is the worst outcome I could have got there. Well, they don't have it anyway. Ah, it's this. Oh yeah, of course we did this quest. So this can have an ASB on their side. I wish I'd remembered that it was this and I would have upgraded my weapons. I'm gonna take it anyway. They can't hurt us here, so that's a positive thing. We don't have to worry about our weapons getting knocked offline. Let's power up the artillery just to get us out of the fight faster. We'll probably take an ASB. Actually, I say we can't get hurt, but they strictly could ASB our shields. I've had that happen in a fight like this before where I thought I was safe. For that reason, I'm going to shoot the drone. Okay, fine. We can ignore that. For the moment, we don't need our second shield, so let's get the engines up to charge the FTL faster. We probably take 2 ASBs and then get out here. We might even get lucky and get a dodge. Nope. Still. 6 damage for a double reward is not terrible. Also, I should have upgraded my weapons anyway, because thinking on it, we're going to the Mantis Ship Collector's quest. This version of the quest, for the second jump, they can actually have the second shield bubble because they're like a Mantis bomber. So that was silly, but I can't do it here, so... Yeah. Fortunately, they don't have very dangerous weapons. Power up the artillery. Very clever. You should just get down there and fix that. The only real danger here is that they bomb shields. Like, that's annoying, but not that bad. Our weapons weren't doing all that much at the moment anyway. Go fix that. The main problem with them doing that, honestly, is that it increases the odds that, because they get more bomb shots off, that they eventually do bomb my shields. You two get out of there, you can go and work on that. Never mind, we'll vent that out. Oh god. How did they manage to punch that down? Ah. That was a misplay. And potentially a very consequential one. Can my shields please not burn down? Okay, good. The artillery hit there. Ow, ow, ow. Get out of there. No, 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 not you. You, get out of there. My engine nearly died because of a fucking control bug. Oh god, and they're fleeing. They might get out. Like, if they bomb my weapons, I can't stop them. Okay, good. We took that down. This should trigger them to surrender and offer me a weapon. They can't dodge, so our shots are guaranteed to hit. Just take it. I would take that even if it wasn't, you know, for the risk of them fleeing. Yeah, that went much worse than I had anticipated, but we didn't take that much damage. Mostly that got really bad because I failed at venting and allowed them to break my shields. And that caused a bit of a cascade. Let's go and fix that breach now from the previous fight. Hooray! We're good people, we spared them. We are people of mercy. Do you know, much as I want to save for hacking, if I don't like see an immediate store, I'm just gonna upgrade my weapons here. We can sell the whole beam if we really have to, and that gets us most of the way there anyway. And I'm going to pop off for a moment. Okay, we're back. Got 2 more jumps before the exit. Do not pry this open, you can lose crew. If you have a clone bay, you can risk it. Nice dodging. What's your specialty? This takes me too far away from being able to afford hacking. Like right now, if I sell the whole beam, I have 73 scrap, so I literally 1 scrap reward and I can afford hacking. So even though this is a great deal in the sense of normally doors 2 cost 35 scrap, and I almost certainly will end up paying that at some point, I will pay that at a much later point in the game. And, you know, there is effectively inflation in this game. scrap is worth more early than it is later because you don't make as much of it, and there are opportunity costs involved with, say, being able to get hacking in Sector 3 versus getting it in Sector 5. Because if you have a run where you could have got it in Sector 3 and then you don't, you might not be alive in Sector 5. Or if you are alive, you might be a lot weaker because you'll have had to run away from fights and so on. There are more stores in Zoltan Homeworlds, and I don't think going to a Zoltan sector in Sector 3 is so bad. There are no energy bombers in Sector 3. We just need to deal with the border police, and, we have 5 crew, 2 of whom are Mantis. We'll be fine if we have to deal with the border police. So I'm going to the sector that has more stores. Take a jump. Send the rock in. Cool. I probably end up selling those, unfortunately, because, there's no way I'll be able to afford cloaking here, and I would definitely sell the stealth weapons over selling an actual weapon. I could take an extra jump, but then if this store sucks and the other one is, say, there, I won't be able to get it. So, no. Unfortunately, we are probably selling my favorite augment in the game right here. Okay, well, no, because they do not have either of the systems I want. Is this bait? I don't think it is. If I buy it right now, I can still sell it, and I make no scrap between now and the next store. I can still sell it and stealth weapons for 40 and hull beam for 35, so I'm basically always able to afford hacking. It might affect whether I can afford cloaking, but I think that's not likely to be the case regardless. So let's go to there. And I may as well keep the stealth weapons because there's no point in selling them right now. This ship can't hurt me. And they have Angies over there, so crew killing is not happening. Let's just shoot your shields and end the fight. Actually, I should have... Yeah, I could have weapon trained here with the hull beam, actually. I wasn't thinking about that. I could still do it now, but I can't be bothered. If I lose the run because of that, well, that's my fault. But yeah, the strictly optimal play here is train weapons with the hull beam. Training is strictly optional, but it's not at all necessary. I know Rakagak was saying a little while ago, who is a very, very, very good player, that he got a streak of 87, I think it was, and he plays no pause and doesn't train at all. It's not that important. It might come in, real handy once every handful of runs. I stopped training when I was doing practice for the tournament, which unfortunately does not appear likely to happen anytime soon. But when it looked as if the tournament might happen this year and I was practicing for that before I went back to win streaking, I stopped training during those runs because, I was trying to win runs quickly, and it made no difference in my win rate as far as I could tell. My win rate did drop, but that's more because I was doing stuff like if I got to the first store of a run and it had long-range scanners, I was buying them because it would increase my score, and that was relevant for tournament purposes. And I know that when I was doing practice runs, that led to me directly to me dying at least twice. Probably disable this missile. Good. If they had dodged one more shot, I think that would have taken this down, and then the missile would have fired by now. That's a fire. They had a bunch of people running around there. On the other hand, they have a medbay and an NG, so crew kill's not happening. Now we're back to where we can afford hacking, assuming we win this fight. We'll be back to where we can afford hacking without even selling anything. Drat. Nice dodge. Go, evade training. While I have this hull beam here, and if nothing else comes along, I can use that as, what I upgrade onto. That's not likely to happen for a very long time, because going to weapon 6 is really expensive. And these two weapons, even against 4 shields, you can win, let alone... Like, I'm mostly curious eager in the middle game of having stuff that can beat 3 shield ships reasonably reliably. Because often you don't see any 4 shield ships until Sector 7. Often, even in Sector 7, you're not fighting many 4 shield ships unless you're going into, like, late game slug sector, where you can fight 5 shield ships, potentially. Nope. Oh, cool. These are both fights. I'll take this one because it allows me to see here. Then I'd probably jump down. I definitely want to be in a position by the next time I see a store where I can buy cloaking or hacking. Which I am strictly in now, but I would need to sell stuff to buy cloaking. And obviously, if I get the opportunity to, and I see cloaking before hacking, I want to be able to get it and keep the stealth weapons, because this setup is really, really good with stealth weapons. If I could get these with stealth weapons, I would just, aggressively fund cloaking upgrades. And then I'd be firing, like, multiple volleys for every one the enemy got. I'd be firing about 3 or 4. This jump sees these things up in the corner. On the other hand, this sees one of those in the corner anyway. Okay, go here first. I'm going to use the hull beam instead of the flak here because they have no shields. Also go like that because they only have one laser. You fucking asshole. Such BS. Okay, there's the other store. Do I have enough space to take 3 jumps here? Yes, I do. And only just that. So I have to go straight there. We get that. This is a greedy purchase. I'd have to sell the whole beam for it. I'm doing it anyway, but considering I'm not going to upgrade onto that for a long time, there's a fairly reasonable argument that I should not have done that. Priority at the moment is probably more rationally spent on just affording 150 scrap as soon as possible, because if I get cloaking, I just win the run. But I have long-range scanners and really good weapons. It's only Sector 3. I'm hoping I can do that by the next time I see a store anyway. I also already have the level 3 engines purchased that I was forced into earlier by the Sector 1 dive. So I have one of my usual Sector 4 safety purchases already online. Yeah, I'll get hacking 2 and 2 more power bars, and then I will start saving for not shields, cloaking. Ah, you fucking asshole. You go fix the breach in that room. I power first. Yeah. Gladly. Slug 4 with long-range cannons. I like this. There's more fights this way, but this sees more. I've already seen one of the stores. I'm going to take the fights. I might go to that store, I might not. We understand, forget it. Damn it. I'm going to counter this hacking, because this ship's not really all that dangerous. Just want the NG to heal in case they land another firebomb directly in his face. Artillery, go! Yeah! Do 3 damage in 50 seconds. Such a powerful system. We will attack. We can almost certainly stop that Flak 2 from firing. Outside of preposterous evade. We just set a fire in there. No. Okay. Now we'll start saving for cloaking. once we get to 150 scrap, we will not allow ourselves to go under it for any reason. Outside of, like, it being that or us dying. So this coffin ship, if we can crew kill, it is actually more scrap. This isn't one of the events where it doesn't matter. But of course they have double Artemis missiles, so we need to disable those first. And if that costs us the crew kill, so be it. I don't want to take a bunch of Artemis missiles to the face. They might burn out before we can do this, because we have to hit their oxygen at least once more, and then once they do that, they'll only have 2 hull. And there's fires going on over there. That's just spread to shields. That's why he ran in and then immediately went back out into there. I think this is going to burn down, unfortunately. It depends on whether the air runs out, but I think both of these systems will burn down before that happens. Yeah. I mean, the slug's dead in the main body of the ship. Literally one more hull and this would be a completely guaranteed crew kill. Has that burned out? I think the fire has gone out now, because the fire would have burned the shields down completely by now, I would have thought, if it was still going. Yep. So, we've got a crew kill. So that wasn't a very good crew kill reward, sadly. Check here. This is an event where if it is a coffin ship, and it doesn't matter whether we get a crew kill or not. And we sure as fuck are not trying with that weapon system. We're gonna let them shoot the 2 basic lasers, and then we'll engage the hack. But yeah, when you have the pre-battle hack on your doors, that specific event means that getting a crew kill is the same as just blowing up the ship. They're both medium scrap wounds. So don't waste your time trying. Unless it's like really easy. If you're playing a boarding ship, it's obviously easier to get a crew kill than it is to get a ship kill in most circumstances, so you just do it anyway. It's not worse than getting it, but it's not any better. Regrettably, we cannot possibly get the scrap we need before this store outside of like this being a double reward with a whole repair drone or a pre-igniter or something stupid like that. There is the possibility that there is a store outside of the nebula, and there's quite a few non-nebula jumps in the bottom right-hand corner of this section. Weapon training is now maxed. Good. The only dangerous weapon is offline. We would get a better reward from crew killing this, but unless we get hella fires in their weapons room, which admittedly we've got a good start on that. Come on, 4 fires. Damn it, stop putting the fires out. What do you have against fires? You're slugs, you like fire. No. We will not accept your surrender. Come on, leave the room. You know you want to leave the room. Freddy, come on, leave the room. Yes, good. Because if this spreads to 4 rooms, to 4 tiles, they'll no longer be willing to try to fight it. It'll then spread to oxygen and burn that down. And then we just need to wait for a moment when they're all dying and we can shoot out the clone back. Now Freddy there will get cloned because he ran into oxygen. And yeah, when this door gets punched down, you will see that it is Frederick again. But he's not fixing that. Even both of them together are not fixing that. I may have done that too early, I'm not sure. Not being able to see over there does somewhat handicap me here. Ah, well, they burned down anyway. That's a shame. They have 3 crew in a med bay. I'm not going to bother trying to crew kill this. And 2 of their crew are NGs and rocks, so we can't even rely on, you know, fire luck. I'll take that, though. Okay, take this jump, and then there. That sees all except this, in terms of non-nebula jumps. Send the Mantis to oversee the repairs and spread the slugs all over the walls. Hooray! Give me free stuff. Okay, jump here to spot that last non-nebula beacon. The rock can pose as captain. Oh, that can turn into a store sometimes. That would have been nice. Being a store that gave me hacking. Cloaking, rather. We already have hacking. Let them fire these 2 single-shot weapons. I clicked the wrong room to fire that flak at, but it doesn't matter. It didn't hit the ship anyway. Because this ship is a med bay instead of a clone bay, the odds of us getting a crew kill are substantially lower. Because we can't just get all of their crew down really, really low, and then hope for the fire to spread. With them being unwilling to fight it, they'll keep healing their people up and sending them to fight it again and again and again. Ooh, nice. Either of these distress options could be something that drops a slug crew member or something like this. Ideally, it's the event where there is a slug facing a mantis ship and they ask for aid, because you can extort the slugs for a double reward in that. Go to this one. We have no way of knowing which is better, so it's just luck. Yep, this is the one that we wanted. Attack the Mantis. Now, there is a small problem with this, which is that sometimes when you extort the slugs in this second part of the reward, they give you an augment. And our augment slots are full because of that reverse ion field drop that we just had. But you still get scrap out of that part of the reward. And it might be an augment that sells for more than the reverse ion field. Or even one that's, you know, actively useful, like a pre-igniter or an auto-reloader. Ooh, this has crew kill potential. Do this. Because all they have left are Mantis, and Mantis are bad at fighting fires. They'll probably put that out, but I might be able to set a new one. Just want to wait for the doors to lock again. Drat. Oh well. I'm not even sure whether you get a better reward for crew killing here. You probably do. Finish them off. Yeah. So, fire suppression does indeed sell for more than this reverse ion field, so I'll take that, but it's not as much scrap as it would have been if we had had a full augment slot that we could use. I think we can take this, but I'm not sure, and I don't feel like there's a reason to dive to go to a beacon where nothing is indicated anyway. Ooh. The Rebel Stronghold has the potential to be really, really high scrap, but like we just want a store that has cloaking and then we win the run. So let's go. And also slug-controlled nebulas, as we just saw, can be very high scrap as well with scanners. We can do that and still easily afford cloaking, so we'll do that. Jump here. We want their hacking here. That was a little bit early. I should have let them fire the other single-shot laser. We need to start hitting their shields now because we want to win this fight quickly before we run out of air. Their weapons at any rate look like they're going to burn down. Okay, not quite. Okay, we've already found 2 stores. Excellent. And this corner of the galaxy is, or sector, is wasted. So let's not do it. Let's go here. Give me cloaking. Thank you. Awesome. Should I take these 2 jumps and then hit this store? There might be a heavy one or something. So let's do it. We will cloak hack cycle these idiots. This is one of those events where crew killing is not any better than just blowing them up. We don't quite have 100% cloak evade here, but 95% will do. If that store doesn't have anything that we want to buy, which it probably won't, we will actually push to 100% cloak evade as soon as we see it. Since I don't think we will be going to another store in this sector. The fuck? If I see anything good there, or even if I don't potentially, I'll just sell the whole one. We wouldn't use the whole laser one until weapons 8, and we might never even get there. And if we do, it'll be much later. But a heavy one would be so amazing here with, you know, 9 shots in front of it to clear away shields and stealth weapons. also be good for situations like this. Fortunately, although having the extra weapon would be good here, what's also good here is having stealth weapons. I engaged that hack a little bit too early. Nope. That's a really bad offer. They might escape because of us rejecting that, but they didn't, and even if they had, it was only 17 scrap it would have cost us. What do you have? I think I'll take that small bomb. We have 35 missiles. That's loads. And that means we only have to go to weapon 7, so it effectively saves scrap. The auto reloader is also quite good here. I think because I have 2 augments already, I'm going to leave the 3rd slot open for drops. Yeah, but there's a pretty good argument to buy the auto reloader there. I wouldn't disagree with you if you decided to do that. Pump extra power in. Speaking of extra power, let's get it. Once we get an extra point of power, we'll then save to get the small bomb up. We understand, forget about it, good. Thank you for attacking me. That was exactly what I wanted you to do. Let me now engage in honorable battle. Switch their cloak off. Hooray! More power. No. Let's go around this shop since we have 5 scrap. I don't want to sell anything that we have. I'm only going to sell 5. Sure, we have loads, but I am going to be upgrading onto this small bomb as soon as I have another 30 scrap. And I'd like to have enough ammo to continue using that for the whole run. I mean, if we got a heavy laser one, I would swap it out, but otherwise I'll just be keeping that. We can cloak hack cycle this indefinitely. While continuing to fire thanks to stealth weapons. Oh no, we didn't get the flak 2 down. Whatever will we do? Okay, I'm glad I switched that off just as they were about to start getting ready to flee. But yeah, situations like this are why I want to get that small bomb in play ASAP. Yeah. We can die very safely, so... How many moons? 11. Welcome aboard. This slug may end up becoming my new pilot, if the opportunity arises. Okay, this is a guaranteed high scrap reward. We have lots of crew, we can deal with their borders. Multiple mantas. You can't quite cloak hack cycle a charge 2 because you can't backwards drain the charge enough. But you can do a pretty good job of shutting it down still. That disadvantage is kind of cancelled out by the fact that the AI is not really smart enough to use the charge 2 properly anyway. So they're just as likely to fire it at one point of charge and completely waste it when you have a bunch of shields. I'm not sure what the precise sort of logic that the AI follows in terms of deciding how high, you know, how many slots to charge up to, but I think it's literally just random. It's not like some weighted thing as it should be, where it pays attention to what its other weapons are or how many shields you have or anything like that. Anyway, let's get that stupid bomb online now, and that will make it much less likely that enemies escape from us in the future. Have the Rock pose as captain. Good. And they're not really even posing as captain. They are in the piloting position, which I would assume is where the captain would typically go. Although I suppose that's not always the case. In Firefly, the captain is not always the pilot. At least not until a certain event that happens later, but... I'm avoiding spoilers for a show and a film that came out like 20 years ago, but whatever. It is worth watching even if Joss Whedon is a creep. Now. I'm pretty sure they escaped there without the small bomb, but thankfully we had upgraded to bring the small bomb online for precisely that reason. So, you know, we might have made loads and loads of scrap if we had gone to that rebel stronghold, but I'm pretty happy with the results of going to this sector, honestly. Speaking about results I'm happy with, that's an awful lot of fire. There we go. They will never attempt to bother putting that out unless the air runs out in there. And we can give them much bigger things to worry about before that happens. We could crew kill this if we really wanted to by bombing that guy, but whatever. We don't need stores at this point. You know, fuel and drones would be nice, but like you only need to hit the occasional store for that. But I am going to take the dog out for a walk in a moment, and I'll finish the run when I'm back. Okay, we are back. Oh yes, we've just jumped into Pirate Sector 6. Check this distress beacon just to see if there's a store there. We don't need stores for like major sort of macro level upgrades. We have endgame capable weapons in all our systems. We would just need a store to buy consumables. Send our rock in. Ooh, a free scrap recovery arm. And we can only pick that scrap recovery arm up because we sold the that augment, which was the fire suppression that we got, and that we intentionally sold an augment that might have been useful to get a slot open. And we will do the same if we get to another store with this scrap recovery arm. We'll just sell that to keep a slot open. Yuck. I forbid you to point 2 missiles at me. I forbid you to point any missiles at me. It's almost worth accepting that, considering how low we are on fuel and drum parts, but that was really a small amount of scrap. I wish I could get a piloting upgrade before I go here for the manually search blue option, but I can't spend scrap. I could go here first and then go there. Yeah, let's do that. Or I could just skip that beacon, it's not a big deal. Nice guns. Really nice guns. Shut that down. We will probably fairly soon upgrade onto this other flak and put the bomb away for a while, so I'm fairly... And we also have loads of ammo, so I'm fairly sanguine about spending quite a bit of it. You know, spending more than about 2 a fight is not a sustainable rate of usage, but it is if you're going to spend 2, 3 a fight and then turn it off for a sector. The fuck is up with this ship? Good. Let's just do that now. Hooray! Unfortunately, we did not get scrap from it, but, you know, I wanted that upgrade eventually anyway, and probably not even that eventually since we're in Sector 6. So, against this ship, I could theoretically run them out of missiles, because I have 100% Cloak Evade, use Cloak Hack to run them out, and then train the Slug. I'm not going to do that, because I think that the effect is fairly marginal. I don't care that much about having a Slug pilot. If I get a natural opportunity to get one, then I'll take it, but I'm not going to try to force it. I need to take that. It makes me feel dirty, but... and not in the good way. Yeah, sure. More reason to try to find a store. We can give away 2 fuel. I mean, that does put us back down quite low, but it was 52 scrap, that's worth it. Sort of cancels out the one we accepted a moment ago. One moment. Okay, there's a store, good. I'm not going to take another jump before it because I want to have more jumps afterwards. And I really just need consumables. I can already afford anything there might be here, like that burst laser 2 for example. Keep the small bomb for now as an intermediate upgrade, but yeah, in the endgame we'll run flak, flak, burst 2, burst 2. That's a ridiculous weapon setup. Search for the ship. We get another small bomb that we can sell later on. These are very good weapons, but fortunately, I have stealth weapons, so... I guess I might as well power the artillery. I think there's about 0 chance that actually goes off in this fight. But I don't have anywhere else to put that power. You dickhead. There. Do I have enough time to take the quest and that? I don't think I do, unfortunately. It's right on the line, but I'm not going to risk it. I mean, risk. It's not much of a risk in the sense of it could cost me a run or anything, but it's a risk in the sense of this literally might be more scrap than that, and therefore there's no point in chancing a dive. If I really feel like I want to take this quest, I can go there after taking this and then dive after that. Yeah. This is almost certainly more scrap than I'd have got from that escort quest. Small bomb piloting down. If we can, which we can't. Good lord. I think they've dodged every bomb I've fired in this fight. No. I doubt I needed to spend that bomb, but given that we're going to be selling it eventually anyway, I might as well just use the missiles that I have. Okay, it wasn't a dive, but it was very, very, very tight. I'd rather just go to the exit and get whatever is here than do a double dive on the off chance that this would be better than that event. We're strong enough to do Zoltan 7, and we have long-range scanners. Late game Zoltan sectors, if you're able to just focus on finding fights, can be extremely lucrative. And we definitely can do that. Nice guns. You get out of there. Really? We might have taken some light damage there. You get the fuck out of there before you get exploded. Could you cut it out? This bomb has a hidden accuracy penalty. Not really, but it feels like it. I'm not attempting to crew kill this many Zoltans with a clone bat. Go. 12-shot volley. Oh. I was hoping to crew kill there by killing them and then killing these two while I was cloaked, but I did too much damage. My weapons are too strong. You could quite arguably, with this setup, be better off hacking evade. Because you'd be doing a gigantic amount of guaranteed damage to weapons. At least 6 and possibly 8, depending on how accurate the flax felt like being that day. Let's have super long cloaks with stealth weapons and a 12-shot volley. That seems good to me. Cool. There's an argument to put the flax in these later slots because that moves them to the front of the ship, and as previously mentioned, the fed ships are enormous, and there's a significant spread between the weapons in slot 1 and 2 versus slot 3 and 4. But I won't be doing that. The fuck? Okay, we can probably crew kill this. Yeah, we can crew kill this. Whatever. We have time. You're gonna burn to death. Anyone else who goes in here is likely to suffocate once this door locks behind them. Yeah, enjoy your remaining time of breathing. It won't be very long. Sure, go in there. Didn't take you long to realize that was a mistake, did it? Crew kill ahoy. There is a battle that we can have at that beacon. That's one where you get to pick to help the Zoltans or the Mantis, if I remember correctly. But that's not typically a very good battle, so let's just take these other fights instead. I'd really like a store to sell these stray small bombs. If we can crew kill this, we get a free augment. really care about that. If you want me to capture your ship without blowing it up, don't let your ship get taken over by this many pirates when you have a clone bay installed. We could hire him for 40, but who cares? I don't need a Zolt. I could move the slug in there while the burst 3 is down, but I don't care to. Okay, since that's right before the store, we'll take it. And we don't see any other jumps that are guaranteed fights, so we might as well. We will interfere and help the Zolt and shit. That improves our chance of getting a crew kill here, which I think is what you need to actually get a good reward from this event, if I'm remembering correctly. As you know, if you've watched this channel long, or even if you just saw the fight we had earlier, this particular Mantis layout is fairly easy to crew kill if you weapon hack, because it locks their oxygen. And this particular Mantis ship is notable because it doesn't have the usable engine, so they're even less able to deal with having their oxygen broken. That's probably going to get to be 4 fires in there, and once that's the case, they're fucking screwed. Okay, it won't because the oxygen ran out, but that also screwed them. Oh, I was hoping to cloak while they were still on my ship, and I was like a split second too late. But again, it doesn't matter. Go on, run into the trap. You know you want to. You too. The air ran out in weapons sooner because there was a fire in there, but it was inevitably going to run out in here too. There's a halberd beam. I can't use that. It would require a weapon of 9, and I prefer these weapons anyway. Okay, so we finally got that door upgrade we skipped way back when. Like, yeah, we had to pay 35 scrap instead of 12, but have we suffered for that? No, not really. No. Might as well we'll take the extra jumps. Diving is not a threat. Check out the odd moon. Yeah, cool, we get some free stuff. All we really need to upgrade now are the shields and max the reactor out, so we will work on that. Cool, we found a slaver. Give us our high scrap reward there. We fired our burst 2 slightly too fast there, but they have a 4-tile weapon room, so it didn't matter. No. I don't need a SEM. Give me my 60-ish scrap if I'm blowing you up instead. Yeah. I could even take this and triple dive. I don't think that's worth it. I'm likely to have to spend too many drones if I triple dive. We don't need to hack in this fight, actually, because we can just cloak this flak too, if they even still have it up, at the same time that we cloak the ASB. And yeah, they don't still have it up. It turns out being able to fire 12 shots every 10 seconds or so is really, really strong. With 6 of them being able to set fires. Jump out now. This ship we do need to hack weapons. I wanted to keep that guy out of my engine's room because I want to have 100% cloak event. We won't be able to kill this in time, they had too many dodges. I definitely want to hit a repair station for drone parts. If I can't, I may need to just go to the base, because I'm close to running out. But we can go here, and then we have 2 repair stations within 1 jump or so of where we are. Unfortunately, we have to give up fights to make that happen, but if we don't get drone parts, we can't take the fights anyway, so... Blah. This is a not enough time event. Can we maybe get one more fire? Come on, fire, spread. Yes! Okay, crew kill is a possibility here, which is good, because that's the only way we're getting better than a low scrap reward. Let's be patient. Also, take a quick look. Okay, both those repair stations are still there. Excellent. If we had mind control, this would be very, very easy to crew kill. Or if we had either of those small bombs. If we just small bomb the med bay when they were low on health or something. As it is, we kind of need the fire to spread enough that they stop being able to put it out and then have it burn down the oxygen. Ideally, we need to get it to shields so that they're distracted and it burns down the med bay. As long as they're willing to go to the med bay and put it out, we can't really make much progress. Don't know why they haven't just run to the med bay, but whatever. I guess it's because the ship's not in calm state. I want the fire to spread to engines first, not there. Because as long as that's the only place they're willing to run to, they put 2 people in there to put out a fire. Yeah, could you spread now? Like, even that might not be enough, but certainly if it doesn't spread there first, it definitely won't be enough. Okay, could you spread to med bay now? Yeah, please, now. This could take a while. We might just need to wait until we get like some lucky. The fire spread rules are somewhat randomized, if I recall correctly, so it's possible for a fire to like spread onto this tile and then only a tick or 2 later get onto the other tile. That's not likely. It's sort of weighted randomness. The exact rules of which I do not fully recall, although I have seen them before. But outside something like that happening, especially since that's at least level 2 medbay, because their health is going up while they're fighting a fire. I could turn speed hack on and watch, but I'd be worried that if something burns down, clearly that fire is never going to burn itself out, which is fine. That's just they have upgraded oxygen. But if something burns down and they decide to start running away, I want to be able to react to that. I don't want to let them flee because I'm speed hacking like an idiot. Oh, do they actually prioritize medbay over that? That's really annoying. I can't be fucking bothered with this. Let's just win the fight. If we waited long enough and were willing to be patient enough, that would eventually become a crew kill. But since that will make no difference whatsoever in whether I win or not, I'm not doing that. Nice. Get me my drone parts. Get this shield bubble. There's a store. We don't have anything to sell. We could go there and sell long-range scanners, but they only sell for 15. On the other hand, I could go here, and if that still hasn't been taken over, then go to the store and sell the scanners. It'll basically be the end of the run anyway. Not my sensors, you monsters. How will I see your crew to get a crew kill? We will fight the rebel ship. on my lasers and it made no difference. Cool, double reward. And the store is still here, and we can also check this beacon out before. I might as well hold my scrap in case this store has, I don't know, I can't afford a pre-igniter, but... if I could use the heavy too, I would, but, you know, I can't go to weapons 9 to do it. Take a quick look. There's no fight detected there. We'll sell the scanners. Get this. Get these, I guess. Big ol' nothing. Let us go await the rebels. I'm not terribly concerned about getting crewmates here because our weapons are ridiculous. We'll get quite a lot just from fires and stuff, and side room kills and that kind of nonsense. I should have engaged my hack sooner, and that was a misplay. It's not a misplay that's going to be consequential, but it was one nonetheless. One down. Doesn't blow up. Our Slug and Mantis will deal with the boarding drone in this phase. Let's just move them into one room to facilitate that. Now for the love of... Switch the missiles off. Kill that idiot. Kill this idiot. No! I was hoping I could side room kill them, but I think I actually did not have enough projectiles to ever do that. Get a buffer upgrade on my engines, I guess, in case they mind control somebody who is annoying. So, unfortunately, they may mind control my pilot. I don't have a trained pilot who is immune to mind control. I'm going to temporarily put my Slug on piloting in case they do that. Otherwise, let's run other controllable people into systems that don't matter. Go into this phase like this, since I can't use hacking right away anyway. Okay, they did indeed mind control my pilot, so I'm glad I did that. You actually take over piloting. You have max pilot training, because I got that on you earlier. Unfortunately, I don't have 100% cloak evade because of them running into my engines. I'm gonna hack missiles here because we have so many projectiles that it's quite safe to do so. No, not you. Turn their mind control off just so it doesn't annoy me. Are you kidding? I know I didn't have somebody in engines, but that was ridiculous. Well, that should have been a 0 damage fight, but I misplayed it with the Mantis running around. Oh well. Very comfortable win. Exact 50-50 ships defeated to beacons explored ratio. And we're at 47. We've got a lot of Mantis ships and boarding ships generally to come up. I don't think we've played a single Mantis ship on this second part of the streak so far. Let's double check that. No, we haven't. And I've also got Crystal B coming up, and Rock A, which is not always, but often a boarding ship. Ships I have left are Kestrel C, Zoltan B, Zoltan C, Fed A, which I've just done, Mantis A, Mantis B, Mantis C, Rock A, Rock B, Crystal B. So, 3, 2, 1. Well, we get Kestrel C on the first thing. Technically, I wasn't on the ship that I played last when I hit the random button, but who cares? We'll play Kestrel C next time. I hope you enjoyed the run, and I'll see you for Kestrel C. Bye for now.